Roger for Moonshine Designs Nursery, and I'm standing in one of our greenhouses here. And all the way down this side, from one end all the way to the other, and a good part of the middle bench right here, is what's called ice plant. You can grow your own ice. No, not really. Ice plant is given that name, Delosperma is the Latin name for it, is given that name because, and I'm holding one here, the leaves on it kind of look like they're ice, or covered with ice, or frosty, or something like that. So what I want to go over is a couple of things, misconceptions people have about this plant. And one of the complaints we get is, I bought this plant and it never blooms. It just grows all over the place. I never get any flowers. And they'll send me a picture of this huge, lush Delosperma growing all over the place. And it has obviously been way over fertilized. If you over fertilize these, you won't get hardly any flowers, if at all, but you'll get all kinds of rampant growth. So don't be going and dumping fertilizer on these. They don't need it. If your soil is really, really poor, you may add a little bit, go easy on the nitrogen level of it. So as I said, if you get a bunch of rampant growth, you're not going to get any blooms. Another thing is the season of the year. This is March. It's a cloudy day, so therefore the flowers aren't open. They only open up on sunny days. But for example, in October, November, December, January, no, there's no flowers on these. I think a little bit of that has to do with day length. But you need a sunny location. These will do very, very poorly if you put them in the shade. They'll do very poorly if you overwater them or keep them in a soggy location. Of course, obviously you don't want them to just completely dry up, although they are very, very drought tolerant. So if they get really dry, the foliage will turn color. It'll turn almost a bluish gray color. But once they get some water again, and they'll recover and they'll take off and grow. A lot of them have branches that run off horizontally, and those will root if the area is suitable, and that's kind of how they spread. Are they invasive? No, not really. Do they produce seed? Yes. How many of those seeds would ever germinate wild is, we don't have a problem here in the greenhouses with them reseeding themselves all over at random. So, okay, some are hybrids, some are patented hybrids. The ones that are patented hybrids, if you should happen to want to buy a plug flat of those from us, we have to pay a royalty on those cuttings. Our cuttings come from Darwin, and then we root them, and they are grown on and potted, and so we sell them, but we also do plug flats. Now those patented varieties, some people have asked, why is the price so high on, for example, Fire Spinner as opposed to the variety Table Mountain? Table Mountain is not patented. There's no royalty on that. You can do whatever you want with it. Fire Spinner, this one here happens to be Garnet. Those are patented, and therefore there's a royalty that has to apply to it. And no, you can't just start your own and start selling them all over. Not on the patented varieties. There's laws against that. And yes, there are a thing called the plant police. So something to keep in mind. So that's a little quick thing about Delosperma ice plant. As you can see, we got a lot of them. We sell a lot of them, and this is just one greenhouse. We have another smaller one here that's also just chock full of them. So I'm Roger, one of the greenhouses for Moonshine Designs Nursery. Thanks for watching.